Another door slammed shut, another target, meticulously identified, aggressively pursued, and ultimately denied. The Montreal Canadiens off-season saga continues to test the patience of even the most devoted Habs fan, as Columbus Blue Jackets general manager Don Waddell stepped to the microphone on July 2nd and delivered a message that was as clear as it was devastating. Kirill Marchenko isn't going anywhere. Waddell's words left absolutely no room for misinterpretation. I've had discussions with his agent, which we won't discuss right now, but Marchenko is going to be a Blue Jacket when the season starts. No hedging, no diplomatic ambiguity, no carefully worded non-denial. A clean, unequivocal statement that effectively ends one of the most compelling trade storylines of this entire offseason. The chase is over, and the Canadiens must once again regroup, recalibrate, and redirect. Let's put this setback into its proper context, because the pattern of this offseason is becoming impossible to ignore. Nico Hischier, the elite two-way center who had transformed our middle six, signed a 5-year extension with New Jersey. Connor Murphy, the physical veteran defenseman targeted to anchor our blue line, locked himself into Edmonton for 5 more years. Bo Horvat, the premier face-off specialist and consistent 30-goal scorer, was flatly unavailable from the Islanders. And now Marchenko, the 25-year-old offensive powerhouse whose combination of size, skill, and production made him perhaps the most exciting potential acquisition of the entire summer, has been officially taken off the board by a Blue Jackets organization that simply sees no reason to engage. And can we honestly blame Columbus? Let's think about this from Waddell's perspective for a moment. Marchenko is 25 years old, coming off back-to-back elite offensive seasons. 74 points in 2024-25, followed by 27 goals and 67 points in 76 games this past season. He's under contract for 1 more year at a remarkably affordable $3.85 million cap hit, giving the Blue Jackets complete control of his rights. Even if his representatives aren't rushing to sign a long-term extension, Columbus holds all the leverage. They can negotiate on their own timeline without any external pressure and use this upcoming season as another showcase for a player who continues to improve every year. Moving your leading scorer when you're trying to make a deeper playoff push isn't rebuilding. It's self-sabotage, especially with Zach Werenski locked in on the blue line. The Blue Jackets are signaling that they believe they're building something real in Columbus, and Marchenko is central to that vision. The message to the rest of the league is equally clear. Our best players are not for sale, regardless of how appealing the offer might be. Reports indicated the Canadiens were prepared to pay an extraordinary premium to acquire Marchenko, a package believed to include valuable draft picks, NHL-ready talent, and high-end prospects. This wasn't casual inquiry or a lowball offer designed to test the waters. This was an aggressive, comprehensive bid from a general manager who genuinely believed Marchenko was worth significant organizational cost. Kent Hughes identified the target, built the package, made the calls, and still came away empty-handed. This speaks to one of the most frustrating realities of being a buying team in the modern NHL. You can have the cap space, the prospect depth, the draft capital, and the organizational vision. You can identify the right player, construct the right package, and make the right call at exactly the right time. And still, if the selling team simply doesn't want to sell, there is absolutely nothing you can do. The market doesn't bend to desperation or desire. It moves only when both sides find mutual benefit in a transaction. But here is where we must pause and genuinely appreciate the character of the man running our hockey operations. Kent Hughes has now absorbed multiple significant setbacks in rapid succession, targets disappearing through extensions, unavailability declarations, and shifting market dynamics. And yet, his response to the ongoing challenge was delivered with the quiet confidence of someone who has absolute faith in the process. When you're buying, you just have to keep calling and keep calling. I might get frustrated, but I'm not going to stop calling. That is the mentality of a builder, a long-term thinker who understands that one failed pursuit does not define an off-season, and one difficult summer does not derail a franchise. Hughes came into this rebuild with a clear vision, and he has executed that vision with remarkable consistency and discipline. He will not panic. He will not overpay out of desperation. He will not mortgage the franchise's future for a player whose acquisition compromises the long-term plan. And the long-term plan remains extraordinarily sound. Consider what the Canadiens have secured heading into the offseason. Jakub Dob's locked on a team-friendly 3-year extension, providing elite, playoff-tested goaltending through 2030. A defensive core anchored by the extraordinarily talented Lane Hutson and the newly acquired Noah Dobson, two players who represent the future of NHL blue line play. A forward group headlined by Nick Suzuki's elite two-way center play, Cole Caulfield's premier goal-scoring ability, Ivan Demidov's supernatural offensive creativity, and Uri Slavkovsky's ascending power game. This is a roster with genuine Stanley Cup bones, a team that is legitimately one or two meaningful additions away from contention. With over $14 million in projected cap space now available, following the Gallagher trade and the financial maneuvering of recent weeks, Hughes has real, meaningful flexibility to work with as July 1st free agency approaches. The free agent market, while rarely providing the caliber of player available through trade, does offer options that and meaningfully contribute to a team with our profile. Proven veterans looking for a winning environment, players who want to be part of something special, forwards who can slot into our top 6 and contribute immediately. The Marchenko chapter is closed, but the book on this offseason is very much still being written. And Kent Hughes, undeterred, unflinching, and relentlessly focused on the singular goal of bringing the Stanley Cup back to Montreal, is already dialing the next number. So, Habs Nation, how do you process this latest setback? Has the offseason tested your patience to its absolute limit? Or do you trust the process, believe in the vision, and remain confident that Hughes will find the right move at the right time? Sound off in the comments below, because your voice, your passion, and your unwavering belief in this franchise are what make this community extraordinary. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay locked in because July 1st is almost here, and the next chapter of this Canadian story is about to begin. We are relentless. We are the Canadiens. Go Habs go.